guess he went to XS club here in Las Vegas, and he had to use the restroom. This is my knowledge of what happened. He used the restroom. Security's going to take him. He said, "I don't need security," and sure enough, he goes over there. And his side of the story is some lady started yelling at him and swinging at him and everything else. And you know, I don't think he's in that much trouble. Sort of in a situation where he beat somebody up or did anything crazy. I don't think that's the case. I don't think that.
Something happened, like, do you have another opening for us?
I'm gonna have to figure that out. I don't, but I'm planning on I'll start over.
And the Federal Trade Commission announced this week that they're done investigating you. No harm, no foul there. Do you have any thoughts on that? Is that any relief at all, or did you always feel confident along?
I've never, ever, I mean, you guys know that dealt with me, ever. You know, you got these morons out there saying that it's not, now you can shut the hell up. Obviously not.
Do you have a place for the next UFC already? Like, being back and forth?
The next fight in Brazil, Sao Paulo.
But do you know, like,
We're still working on that.
Why did the FTC say make a finding later when they never acknowledged the investigation in the first place?
I don't know. It was all a very strange experience, and so.
Did you speak with them directly at any point?
Did I speak with them directly? Yeah, I went out to Washington once and sat down.
How did you feel like during that process? Was the line of questioning?
No, it wasn't like no.
It was not a light you were not in the room.
No, it's not like you would expect. It was actually a pretty pleasant experience.
With the Roy Nelson fight, do you really see Roy as a possible contender, or is he kind of in a gatekeeper position?
Is he kind of a what?
A gatekeeper, or a test you got?
You know, I've had the conversations with Roy many times on how I think Roy should do things, but it's very clear Roy wants to do things his way. So.
And your way would include losing some weight and.
Yeah. And a few other things too.
To go back to that FTC for a second, what was it that they were concerned about? Was it just strikes with punches, or was it the way you were interacting with fighters?
No.
That they were asking?
It was over the. I think what they were doing was. You know what? I don't even want to. Who cares? I don't give a shit.
It's over.
I don't care what it was exactly. No.
Can you talk a little bit about the pros and cons about having fighters like Nick Diaz and Josh Koscheck in New York?
Having guys like Nick Diaz and
Yeah,
Koscheck.
the love and the hate, the good things and the bad things.
Yeah, I think there's different types of fighters for everybody, and you know, all these different types of personalities. Koscheck is, you know how Koscheck comes off, but as far as fighting goes, Koscheck, nobody steps up like Koscheck. I'm serious. If Lesnar fell out, he'd text me and say he'll fight, Alistar. I mean, this guy doesn't care. He'll move to 85, he'll go to 7. You know, wherever he can make the weight, he'll fight. I respect that.
You have a lot of guys like that, or is it kind of rare?
And I respect Diaz too. You know, Diaz is the kind of kid, like, he's pretty honest about it. I don't like all the bullshit, and I don't want to do all this and that. I'll show up and fight. But unfortunately, that's not how it works. But I respect it. I respect those guys. They're real fighters. Muhammad too. Muhammad is one of these guys, and you'll see it on the next episode of Primetime too, where he's this kid who's, he's a very smart kid. He's a nice guy, not much to say. He's there playing with his baby, and he's with his wife and his family, and then boom, the week of the event, he's like a completely different person. Completely changes. And his dad even kind of points that out in one of them says, as this thing winds down, we'll kind of stay away from him and kind of back off. And it completely changes who he is, and it's very interesting to see.
Why is the matchup so good? Why is the matchup so good?
Because they're both, that's the type of people they both are. Both these guys are real fighters. There's no doubt, I don't know how long this fight's going to go, but it's going to be a fight. Those two are going to go in, and they are going to fight for however long that fight lasts.
It seems like people not giving Nick credit before, now he's not the big guy. It seems like Condon has so many varied strikes, and his matchup well with Nick's game. Do you think now Condon's maybe flying under the radar?
He's definitely flying under the radar. I think that because of Nick's personality and all the stuff that happened that led us to this moment right here has kind of taken Nick to another level. And as far as the fans go, and this is the way this stuff works. Nick gets to here, nobody's talking about him, he wins, he comes up to here, and then people will talk about him GSP. But if Diaz wins, holy shit! I mean, the Diaz GSP thing.
Where would you put that fight?
I don't know.
Yeah, Oakland, something like that.
Dana, what's the fascination? What do you